Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the semifinal round of the playoffs. Upper St. Clair Panthers versus Bethel Park Blackhawks during the season of 0-0 100-minute overtime. And tonight, Panthers coming in off of wins against started with Kiski area, and the second game was against Fox Chapel. Coming into this third game, pumped up, ready to play.
Ray Wagner and Tom Kramer.
Setting starting lineup in the back, Scott Matthews in goal. David Steen, Michael Worthy, Alex Ponlight, Stephen Mackey on defense. In the midfield, Phil Dormish, who had 2 goals against Fox Chapel. Joe Palladino, Joe Rust on the outside of Shea Kumar. Up front, Carson Lachelle has made that move up front and made it productive. And Jimmy Belak.
And the Panthers will be in their road blacks, traveling from right to left on your screen. And the Bethel Park Blackhawks will be in their home whites, going from left to right. And the Panthers will start it off here.
Nice, cold, brisk night. Not much wind, so that doesn't have an effect on the game. And we'll see who can control the ball early.
One thing that is to be pointed out, at least from the Upper St. Clair players' perspective, what they told me, it is a little bit of a smaller field. The Panthers are a very fast team in their possession style. You kind of like a bigger field. We'll see how that plays out as the game progresses here.
And they have a free kicker on.
Ponlight will take the free kick from 45 right in.
Beautiful little
Joe
flick.
Palladino has the header, and it goes out of bounds across the end line.
Well, that was that's a great strike from midfield by Ponlight, and Joe Palladino did a great job getting his head on it. A good aggressive flick in the early going, and the Panthers have the first decent attack opportunity just a minute in.
Goal kick for Bethel, hits midfield. Jimmy Belak controls. Alex Ponlight, nice touch on the sidelines. Plays it off of Bethel Park, will take the throw. Ponlight drops all the way back to Steen and goes over the top. Grunts.
And they're gonna get Joe Palladino with a little shove to the back. This will be a Bethel free kick. And they're gonna settle for the quick restart. That was Chris Paglia, their captain. And Bethel will control down the left side. Long cross they're gonna play. Ponlight does a nice job of winning that with his head. Good aggressive move by Palladino, and he will clear to the middle. Paglia, nice little move to avoid the pressure. Has a man streaking down the left side. Matthews aggressive off his line. Instead of letting it cross the line, will keep the ball in play with his hands and will control here for the Panthers.
Again, both teams are going to want to shorten the field down to that 50-yard line, try to play ball control. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, I was told that the scouting report is Bethel plays a little bit more like Peter's style, a little bit more long ball. Panthers obviously love their keep the ball on the ground and play the possession game. That's Dormish checking back, going to stop the Bethel counterattack. Bethel Park throw-in.
Bethel Park will attack on their 20, drops it into the midfield. Joe Russ tries to bring it down. And Palladino tries to get control. Paglia shields, ball goes out of bounds. And
they're already going to come out with a card
issued. Descent on Adam Grunts. Again, Grunts played a hard game against us out there. He was active. He likes to use the body a lot. Got an early 5-minute rest.
Got to admit, I'm not exactly sure what he was complaining about there. There wasn't anything egregious. But what I do like right now is the aggression so far from the Panthers winning balls in the midfield. Joe Palladino, Carson Lachelle, they've been very aggressive in the early going in terms of going after balls. Those 50-50 balls can really make the difference in games like this, especially when you're trying to regain possession and control.
Both benches are getting a discussion about that call. Again, dissent or whatever was happening in the midfield. It was away from the play, but...
Yeah, Coach Schwab looked like he had no idea he was trying to get some clarification.
Okay, clock starts. 3 minutes into the first half, 0-0 score. And Bethel takes the throw in. Jimmy Belak comes out with control. Mackey brings it across, hooks it to David Steen. Nice English on the ball. Kind of gave a curveball coming across. Carson Lachelle, tough physical hit on the back. Bethel in the center of the field gains control, looks outside, and will bring it back on the attack at midfield. Long ball feed in, stopped by David Steen and Lachelle.
Nice little play by Palladino to get a little counter here for the Panthers. Nice ball by Lachelle. Can Belak keep it in? Nice little curve. Paglia will be over, but this will be the Panthers' deepest penetration into Blackhawks territory, at least with the ball. And it looks like Jimmy Belak will trigger in about at the 15 of the football field. Now he's going to creep forward about the 10. Good long
nice
goal.
Line
It's
drive.
loose.
Palladino
Oh,
was there for a left foot, didn't get a good touch.
Boy, that ball just took off. Jimmy really fired that. I don't think any of the Panther players up top were anticipating where that went. And but that's another good opportunity. Very dangerous for the Panthers, and that's a good sign.
A lot of times you'll see it looping in. That was a line drive just about head high for anybody who was coming across, and Palladino almost was there.
Well, the guys are really juiced up, you can tell, and so you're going to expect that in the early going. A little bit ragged, not quite as much possession. Rust goes all the way back to Scott Matthews. Nice little touch to Dormus. This is Ponalite. He's going to carry, and he's got a lot of space here. He cuts through the defense. Nice little touch to Belak. Jimmy touch
Finds
middle.
him coming in inside
He's loose.
again.
It's
Carson
Lachelle.
Lachelle.
Oh, great
Big
strike.
save. Kumar
with the
finishes
ball.
it. Ashay Kumar finishes a play again. Good transition. Started up the left side with Ponalite. Found the man inside. Kumar on the rebound with no control by the goalkeeper. Sinks it into the net.
Well, we got a lot to talk about there. It all started with a little bit of a dispossession in midfield. Ponalite had a lot of space, did a little give and go. And boy, Alex Ponalite must have carried about 30 or 35 yards, hit the ball beautifully with the outside of his foot. Belak hit a nice little centering pass there on an overlapping run. And Carson Lachelle hit that ball beautifully. And Ashay Kumar was right there in position. That's why you get numbers forward. Put in the rebound definitively. 1-0 Panthers just 4.5 minutes into the contest.
There was good depth coming across the 18 because it got by Dormish, got to Lachelle. Lachelle took the hard shot, and Kumar was there for the rebound that wasn't controlled.
I'll tell you what, Coach Haas, one thing to watch as we go forward, are they going to give Alex Ponalite that much space?
That answered that one. They're going to start hitting.
Yeah, I should have waited until that little play happened. Boy, that was a little bit of a late challenge. Alex is so quick with those little change of direction moves, and that's going to be a foul on Bethel Park.
Steen will take it from midfield. Again, Alex Ponalite, physical player on his own part, and he takes a lot of hits too.
Physicality is not an issue with this Panthers team. They are not going to back down from physical challenges. They have not all year. Tonight is not going to be the night.
Steen goes all the way across the field. Stephen Mackey on the touch goes up. Sent out by Bethel. And Joe Palladino will bring it back to David Steen. Carpet's a little faster than home field advantage for the Panthers, and we can see them starting to chase and having to get used to the pace of the ball.
Yeah, I think that's been a little bit of the problem in terms of establishing the possession game. The ball is really scooting hard. Between that and you are just so juiced with adrenaline that I think you're going to see that for the first 5-10 minutes of the game.
I'll call it an inadvertent hand. Looked like he brought it down. Bethel on the attack at the 20-yard line makes a turn.
Good dispossession by Belak.
Cleaned up in the back. Bethel tries to send it in between the hash marks. Headed over the top. Scott Matthews touches it with his feet. Picks it up.
It's definitely a different game plan with a lead, especially this early. It just sort of calms you down. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to get the first goal.
Clears midfield with the punt. Back and forth possession in midfield. And they'll drop it all the way back to Paglia. We'd have to say that goal was on his second shot on goal, too. Probably give him a save and give him a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Karsten really hit a beautifully struck ball. And, when you have your first opportunity, that's exactly what you want to see. There's a deep Bethel throw. Skids off Ponalite's head. Steen controls. Probably a smart move to get it out of trouble here. Belak, nice little settle by Jimmy. He turns. Got a little bit of room. And that's what we see, the ball scooting a little bit on that fast surface. But Phil just held up his hand like that was a good ball. I'll anticipate it.
He was making a run down the line and got a little bit too far ahead of him. Palladino brings it down. Belak looks inside. And Mackey gains control.
Nice poise by Steve Mackey. Very nice. Going down the wing, here's Mackey again. Very nice little touch. Couldn't quite get it to Shea, but that's a late challenge from the Bethel attacker. Will be a Panther free kick. Bethel seems to be doing a little bit of the chasing, and they're getting there late. And when you get there late on challenges and you still go through the defender, that's going to be called every time.
They'll show a frustration level as long as we can maintain control of the ball and keep that happening.
Well, we've talked about how much chasing just wears you down mentally every way possible. This is Dormish. Cutting to the middle, and now touches back to Steen. Ponolite, now Worthy. Worthy touches wide. This is Steve Mackey, and he has a lot of space if he wants it here. Now here comes a man. Oh, nice little step over. He's going down the wing. He almost got him springing, but that's Karsten. Touches to Shea. Shea gets it back now from Palladino. Here's Lachelle again. He's cutting middle. He gets bumped. No call. Here's Dormish. And Dormish touches wide. Ponolite running onto it. Oh, he tried to do a little step over. Couldn't quite get there. No big deal. It was a dispossession, but not a counterattack.
Looking long for the feet inside. Little touch. Joe Russ comes through, gets ball all the way.
Fine, he hit ball cleanly. You hit ball first, no worries. This is Ponolite. Beautiful little ball to Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy,
nice little touch to himself.
That's gorgeous. Try a little stop and go,
step down the
over.
line.
Good job shielding by the Bethel defender. He did a very nice job there. And they will clear away, and it will go out of play for a Panther throw. Couple guys down. Joe Rust is down. Looks like a late onset from that collision, as is the Bethel player.
Okay, coming in for Rust. Looks like a quick change. Matthew Haas coming in at the midfield.
7, Mark Riley back in for Bethel Park.
So Matthew Haas, number 4, a junior midfielder, will check in the game on the first sub for the Panthers. Matt Haas had a big goal against Kiski in the first round playoff game.
Number 23.
And Bethel will have to sub as well.
Ponolite taking the throw. Goes hard down the line. Looks for Carson Lachelle. Heads forward. Paglia gathers it in the back.
Well struck. Ponolite up hard. Look at Joe shielding. That's just, he not only drew the foul, but the guy still couldn't get to the ball. There's nothing that beats experience and poise. You don't lose your cool when a guy's on your back. You just shield, and you trust the referee's going to call it if he gets overzealous.
Okay, again, on these set plays, we've started to figure out how there can be a threat here coming from the 40-yard line. Feeding in from David Steen's left foot. Looking for the big targets up front. Keeper comes out, gets the punch, goes right over top of his own man.
And that's going to be a foul on the Panthers in the box, getting a little too aggressive. It will be a Bethel Park free kick.
Okay, kick will come from about the 12-yard line. Carson Lachelle active.
Nice little poke by Shea.
Belak drops inside to Matthew Haas. Little touch, gets to it hard. Oh, man. Okay, got the call.
I thought that was going to be a play on, but they called a foul on Bethel. Haas had won the ball back, kind of unnecessary, but it's okay. Steve Mackey, little change of direction here. He's going to go
Good
direct.
Ball. Dormish going to go outside.
Good read by Phil. He's not going to quite get there, but he knew where it was going. Bethel going straight down the line. Inadvertent headed it back.
Ponolite will take the throw from the attacking 20-yard line. Inside, gets some space, finds Dormish. Inside to Lachelle, good touches, good passes. Outside, off of Bethel, it'll be St. Clair throw-in. Palladino tried to trap it down, got control on the end line.
The throw was a little tight on the sidelines for for my liking, but it will be a Panthers going to thought they were going to get it back there. Joe did a nice job of heading it, but they will anyway. This is Dave Steen going way over his head. It's still loose. Carson Lachelle with beautiful back pressure.
No, he shot through that. He shot through that cluster of 3 guys and got the ball, got the call.
Guys were just waiting for the ball to come down. Carson just said thank you. Good little strike by Steen. Oh, it's sold
nice.
to Belak. Here's Shea.
Shea on the outside again. Oh, missed the far post. That was a good sell. Jimmy Belak again. It looked like that ball was going inside to him. He stepped over the ball. Kumar was in stride.
It's what we've seen all year, the creativity of Jimmy Belak. He does it in unusual ways. He just sold that ball, which I didn't see at all, and O'Shea was running clear. A very tough angle, but O'Shea struck that beautifully and just missed the outside left post. Good win. Again, Palladino winning everything in the midfield right now, he and Lachelle. That's not going to hurt you. That ball actually went out of bounds for a Bethel throw very deep, almost to the corner flag. That's a good way actually to trap them back deep. It was inadvertent, but it works.
So we're just passing 14 minutes in the first half. Panthers up 1-0 on a goal by Shea Kumar in the second round playoffs against Bethel Park. Matthew Haas takes the throw, brings it down. Palladino gets control. Back to Mackey. Quick strike across the field, change of field. Bethel couldn't control the header. Pond Light shields it out, and we'll get the throw.
Both teams are really quick to the ball right now. There's just not a whole lot of space, and that's what you expect. I mean, this is the penultimate game here in the WPIALs, and it's 2 rivals. I mean, this is exactly what you'd expect. A lot of familiarity out there.
Mackey gets it right up the far sideline, taken down again.
I mean, there's a lot of grumbling from the Bethel side, but the bottom line is they're getting there late. And they're not trying to contain. They're going directly for tackles. When you get there late and you go directly for tackles, you're going to get a lot of penalties. It's just as simple as that.
Pond Light will take his left-footed kick. On the 18, target men, Belak, Matthew Hast, Mike Worthy, David Steen. A lot of good jumpers up front.
That's beautifully struck. Bethel wins it cleanly. Carson's going to go back.
Send it right back in. Paglia heads it out. Lachelle gathers it in again. Played often for a throw-in for Bethel Park.
Boy, they're really doing a good job, Steen and Ponelite, of driving those balls in on the set pieces. Anything across midfield is a dangerous opportunity for the Panthers right now.
Big throw across, disrupted. Mackey clears, pressures on the forward.
Nice touch from Lachelle. Jimmy touches it over Paglia.
Triple teamed in the middle. He comes out of there with the ball almost.
Boy, you could have really called obstruction there. You're not going to get that call in the box, obviously, but he was not playing the ball.
Belak has a quick left foot, too. He was almost set up to put that in. There's a header from Belak off of Dormish's feet.
Jimmy Belak looks really good in the early going, very aggressive. That was a nice turning ball from Phil Dormish. Actually turned into a pretty good opportunity.
Stopped by Andrew Chongaway.
Flicked on. Dave Steen, steady as ever, clearing it out of danger. Ooh, big collision there. Again, I thought Bethel was late, but no call. 50-50 ball, I guess. They're going to try to play long ball again, but there is nobody home for the Blackhawks.
And it'll be a deep throw-in on our side for the Panthers. Again, across 16 minutes, no shots on goal for the Bethel Park Hawks.
No, Panthers really settled down nicely. This is Hast. He touches wide to Ponelite. He's going to try to switch fields.
Gave the signal, and they got through 2 defenders. Kumar was checking back.
Alex was so clever there, he even pulled his own team.
Well, we've seen him do a decoy, too. Once they catch on to him giving that signal, he's changed it up. So it's, again, the guy's reading the ball more so than even that.
Now, the Panthers have been rolling lately, and so you imagine that they're very much on the same page right now. That could have been a handball. Mackey could not quite keep it in. It will be a Bethel Park throw.
In the attacking zone, Blackhawks have a chance at their 30-yard line on a throw-in. We'll see what happens.
Tried to touch wide, out of bounds. Upper St. Clair throw deep in their own territory. We got more subs here, and it looks like, is this Ben Walker coming in the game?
And Mark Mackey.
And Mark Mackey. Replacing Phil Dormish and our goal scorer, Shea Kumar, who get a nice round of applause as they come off.
So the two wings on the mids get substituted for.
23, Ben Walker in for Upper St. Clair, along with number 2, Mark Mackey.
Palladino works for the ball. Pawn light comes from the back, steps around defender, crosses the 50, feeds a soft ball to Walker in stride, cuts inside, still has control of the ball, drops it back to pawn light on a good exchange here.
Very nice, Mackey. Mark Mackey, excuse me. Got two Mackeys in there now.
Centers the ball across.
Bethel looks to counter her. Good little crossover. Kretz has a lot of time here. He's going to go way across the field. Try to flick onto a man running. And Mackey plays out of bounds. Oh, it was off the Bethel Park forward, and it will be, no?
No.
Oh, no, he's just going for a sub, excuse me. Will be a Bethel Park throw.
Back in for Bethel.
Chance for Matthews to handle the ball, goes up, brings the ball down, and will take a kick from the 18.
Good to get Scott some work. You don't want to have some sort of counterattack when he's freezing and hasn't touched the ball in 20 minutes. This is Joe Palladino, wins it nicely, has Lachelle. He's going to send Mark Mackey down the wing. Can Mark Mackey get
hang
there?
Up. Should be a corner.
Nah, not quite yet. The Bethel defender did a pretty good job of shielding
like
that
he
ball.
might have forced a touch there by being off
close.
balance. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think he had enough space to really turn that ball. That's a very dangerous play to shield that when you can very easily play it off someone. Ponelite steps up, plays it out of bounds for a Bethel Park throw-in, just about at midfield.
Mackey steps up. Nice job. Palladino inside the traffic with Belak, and a long ball going in. Matthews comes to the top of the box. Not a problem.
So far, they're trying to play those long balls or the through balls, trying to catch our defense sort of cheating up, but they're doing a nice job of maintaining their shape right now, keeping the offsides trap high, making that connection very difficult.
Again, just that little bit of interference by the mids forces the play to go out of bounds.
And we got another sub into the game, and here comes Will Sullivan checking in for Carson Lachelle, who assisted on the Panthers' first goal.
Okay, so just passing 20 minutes in the first half, 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. Panthers up 1-0 to Shea Kumar's goal, still standing tall.
A lot of space here. Touching Dave Steen as usual, like a stone wall. It's turned. Bethel's going to control. Now they're going to try to play it back here to their left back. Oh, nice little play. Sullivan crosses over, still has it. Nice ball.
Belak's there. Can he cross it back to him? Paglia with him.
Paglia did a real nice job shielding the ball there. Will Sullivan enters the game and immediately creates a nice turnover, plays a beautiful little ball at the outside of his foot and springs Belak for what could have been a dangerous opportunity, but Paglia, very excellent defender for Bethel Park.
Kick comes from the back from the keeper. Challenged by Palladino. Will Sullivan comes down with the ball, drops outside to Ben Walker, steps around defender. Palladino inside, sends it across, pawn light. Snappy touches, finds Mackey on the outside. Bethel turns it around.
Nice little possession from Bethel. There they go. They're going to get a strike.
Shot on goal.
Wide, high, and
A
left.
little bit of a dance by number 7. Adam Grunt's coming up the sideline, sidestepped a couple of guys, and got a chance to take a shot.
That was probably the best sustained piece of possession that Bethel has had all game.
Dormish, number 7.
Dormish checking in for Palladino, gets a much-deserved break. Panthers are doing a good job of rotating their mids because they've been very effective, and you don't want to get them tired in that spot. The Panthers' superior depth had paid great dividends for them this year.
Scott Matthews taking the kick from his 6. Helped out by Dormish. Belak gains control. Has Ben Walker on the run. He's got speed, and that ball's going to hang up in the corner.
Gorgeous ball.
Played off the
Could be a
defender.
corner.
And it's a corner.
See,
It's a corner for Upper St. Clair.
one thing that's beautiful when the Panthers sub is they can sub in a lot of speed. Between Sullivan and Walker, you have a lot of speed and a lot of energy, and so the tempo not only doesn't drop off when they sub, but it actually raises temporarily, and it's you know, you get opportunities like that.
Here's a packet in on a corner kick here. 9 white shirts inside the paint of the end zone with the goalkeeper. So we got 10 guys low for Bethel.
This is our first corner of the night, is it not?
Everybody charging from the 18. Target players in there.
Big in swing,
Long.
a little long. That should be another corner.
Coming the other way. Phil Dormish will take it from
Oh, they called it.
Oh, man. You got to be kidding.
Wow, that hit directly off the Bethel player's head.
Number 23, Ryan Forson back in for Bethel
That's
Park.
what we all saw except for the center ref.
It's a little bit odd because there really wasn't a St. Clair player near it, but that's all right.
From the 6.
Oh!
Dormish goes up. Hard takedown.
Tell you what, that was a
Belak
bit of
wins
an
the
elbow.
ball.
Oh, very
Nicely
nice
done.
back
Walker
pressure.
rides a man off, takes the ball. Dormish looks to set it up.
That's a midfielder recognizing that when you have a lead, you have a lot of responsibility to check back in those situations, and he did a beautiful job of disrupting a potential Bethel counter.
That's Hiller going in. Feed inside. Dormish works. Help with a double team by Hast. Forces the ball outside. Tries to cut it back inside, and Mike Worthy sends it back out. Will Sullivan, good speed, came into a couple of guys watching the ball. Plays it across the midfield. Long ball going over the top. Scott Matthews will make the save.
Again, they're possessing a little better in the midfield as Bethel, but they're not really getting any tangible opportunities of any quality out of it. That's a nice long play by Matthews. Benny Walker's going to get a little penalty there for being a little over-aggressive going after the header, but Bethel gets a free kick in their territory. We got 15 minutes left in the first half. The Panthers leading the Hawks 1-0 here. WPIAL semifinals, Shar Valley Stadium.
Good header control. Brought down by Bethel Park. Pawn Light steps through the ball. Again, getting a little bit more aggressive on our back third is going to help us.
Sullivan touches nicely. This is Belak waiting for help. Looking for Walker. Walker's onto it.
Shouldered again.
I'm not even sure he saw the Bethel defender there, actually. He was kind of just trying to take a direct line for the ball.
Concentrating on the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Over the top, Steen brings it down. Mike Worthy helps out. Pawn Light bump. Matthew Hast has control. Sends it up to Belak on a couple of nice soft touches. Mackey looks inside. Again, this is the drive. They want to take Panthers on one-on-one. Skeeters through. Matthews has a chance to make the stop. Does it with his feet. Ready to pick it up. Over top of Walker. Sullivan tries to heel it back. Ben Walker gets back in the play. And Mackey helps out in the back.
The two sophomores in the back exchange passes. Here's Steve Mackey again carrying. Oh, he's got, can this stay in? Not quite.
A little bit of a sharper angle.
And a bevy of Panther subs are set to return here, and it's a Bethel throw. They're not going to allow that. Nice step in there by Dormish. Touches to Jimmy. Oh, nice little give and go. It's going to get through here. Ben Walker runs on. Paglia out of trouble.
Hard out of bounds.
Now we will see 3 Panther subs checking into the game. We have Lachelle, Palladino, and Kumar checking back into the game. Replacing Hast, Walker, and Belak. So it looks like it's going to be Steve Mackey to come on and take this throw in here for the Panthers.
Good depth for the Panthers gives Coach Snyder a chance to rotate a lot of bodies here. So far, we haven't seen much of that from Bethel. Going to take a toll sooner or later, we hope.
Kumar struck that. I don't know if it was a cross or he was trying to get it on net, but Panthers have a deep throw. They go quick start. Mackey way up in there. Here's
Big
Sullivan.
feet. Ooh.
It's loose.
Lachelle sends it back hard.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he tried to turn that, and that had wicked spin on it. Had it taken one more hop, you never really know. Will Sullivan was right there on the doorstep.
Keeper Andrew Chongaway.
When you have a faster surface like this, the ball's also going to be more pronounced in its spin, and you can see some weird things happen. Good job from Mark Mackey. Good pressure. If you're going to sub, you need them to attack and pressure and help wear down the opponent, and the Panther subs have done a really nice job of doing that tonight.
Back in for Bethel Park.
Bethel will take the throw in from their 40-yard line, go across midfield. Going inside between the hash marks.
Heads up, got to get on Mark. Dormish is there.
Almost looked like he wanted to take a left-footed shot, changed to the right, and got off balance.
Again, there has been increased Bethel possession through the midfield, but nothing has materialized in terms of an attack. That's good news for the Panthers, and it also says a lot about both the back pressure from the midfield and the shape of the defense. The back three has been excellent so far for the Panthers.
Matthews takes a kick from the 6-yard line, clears to the 40. Turned around by Bethel Park. Going down the far sidelines. Touched out of bounds.
Boy, I thought he touched it off at 23.
See who sold the pickup. Bethel sold the pickup.
I don't think he had any idea.
Yeah. This will be a long throw. He's taking it all the way back to the 5th lane.
Boy.
Low liner. Doesn't get inside.
Turns middle. It's a turnover.
Joe Palladino has space. Has Kumar on the run on the outside.
That's a really nice idea and a good ball to boot.
Pull Paglia out of the middle. His only chance is to feed it out high. Sullivan got hit with an elbow and got called for the foul on the foot.
Couldn't quite settle in the middle there, couldn't the Panthers, but it was a nice idea. Palladino played a long, winding ball down the right wing, springing Kumar, and it was a dangerous opportunity and very nice connection from the Panthers.
Okay, quick start pass back to the goalkeeper. He likes to play it off the ground. He's going to take all the distance that we're going to give him. But Palladino heads it forward, and Mark Mackey will track it down. Lachelle tries a give and go. Too sharp, too close for Mackey. Palladino, nicely done. Sullivan gets it to Lachelle.
Boy, Joey looked like he was dead to rights on the sidelines. He split 2 defenders with a nice little dragging back heel move. That was beautiful. This is the Panthers here controlling.
Mackey tries to split the defense. Gets back into the play.
Yeah, he stayed with it, but here comes the Bethel on the counter. Bethel got some space up the wing. Dormish checking back. They're going to try to cross it over. Steen is there, side of his foot. Mark Mackey. Carson Lachelle has been all over the place today, hustling back.
Panthers have been consistent in getting 5 or 6 guys behind the ball once that transition starts occurring, which is good.
Yeah, with teams that play long ball, you need to get back. You can't let them have direct counterattacks, and it's been midfielders that have hustled back. Ponelite really running through that hard here. Sullivan gets bumped a bit, but it will be a Bethel Park throw in here around midfield. We got 8 minutes left in the first half. The Panthers still lead 1-0 on an early goal by Ashay Kumar.
Throw goes down the near sidelines, bounces over Ponelite's head. He gets a foot on it, tips it up. Steen will trap it, and clear.
Good connection from Steen.
Okay, call against.
We got Sullivan with a little tug of the jersey, he said. You can hear it from up here, and this is a dangerous spot to have a set piece here.
Bethel Park. 39 yards up, 40 yards out. Robert Giller will take it.
2-man wall set up. Hiller takes the kick. Feeds in low, looking for a scramble play. Somebody going to come up with the ball. Miss hit kind of, I think. I don't think that was a set play to happen.
No, it wasn't a very good strike, but it was loose for an awful dangerous long time if you're a Panther fan. One, again, dispossessed and dangerous in the midfield so far. Curling ball looking down the wing. He heads in middle. Ponelite there. Bit of a miss hit by Alex, but Bethel cannot control. Now they will keep it in. Phil Dormish has it. Possesses. He's got a man on now and is dispossessed. Dormish battles back.
No, that was the jersey pull right in front of our bench.
And that,
no question about that. That was going to go our way.
Boy, and that could have been a card right there on 9. You got to let the ball sit, and you certainly don't want to play it off the opposing player. Steen with the quick restart.
Worthy comes up, splits the midfield.
Good. That's a good strong. Shea couldn't quite trap it, but Michael did a nice job of faking that pass. He's gone to the outside several times and taking the space the defense gave him. He looks like he's gaining confidence as the night progresses.
Backing up the thrower to about the 35-yard line on the defensive side of the field. Makes the connect. Ball goes out of bounds off of Bethel. And it'll be a Panther throw-in. Belak coming back in. Will Sullivan coming out.
Jimmy Belak back in for Upper St. Clair.
Winding down, just about 6 minutes left in the first half.
Straight up in the air.
Yep.
Bethel trying to get to the outside. Mackey is there. This will be another Bethel throw. Again, they're going to let Thorson take it here. Let's see if he tries to go with the long throw again. Now another Bethel sub.
Yeah, now we're starting to see some subs coming in here in the last 4 or 5 minutes to gain the halftime rest too. Yeah, Coach Gallia let these guys play an awful long time before he started doing a churn here.
They call a fall shy? What'd they call?
I don't think it was whistled back into play because the guy was still on the field.
Gotcha. So we'll try it again.
Well, they showed the play.
Same crisscross motion. It's loose in the box. Going to try to strike it.
Palladino was in front. Again, all year long we've seen that back wall, 4 or 5 guys and lots of mids getting traffic in front of the goal so that that shot doesn't get through.
Nice
tackle play.
Right on the ball. And it's Palladino again. Thorson cannot keep it in bounds. This will be a Panther throw here, and they're going to settle things down a bit. Dormish on the hold.
On the hold. Another set play from the 23-yard line.
You don't want to give too many free kicks around this area. These set pieces are very dangerous.
For Bethel Park.
Nice little ball to the right
Tracks
side.
over the top. Matthews was in position. A good header to change the directions, but Scott was standing still.
Quick restart here, and Belak has a lot of room. They put a lot of numbers forward, did Bethel. Jimmy's crossing over. Now they interrupt the attack. Mackey right on the foot. Relax. I mean, the whistle had blown a long time ago, and that's a really
a
fairly dirty challenge on the part of the Bethel midfielder.
This is something, again, we don't want to get caught up in because this is being up 1-0. Just let this stuff go.
I do want to point one thing out as we have Paglia down injured. Karsten Lachelle did an unbelievably good job of leadership there. He saw how upset Alex Ponolite was because he got really challenged late well after the whistle blew, and he kept Alex away from doing something he might regret at that point, and that's what your seniors have to do. You've got Alex Ponolite is a very important player, and he needs to be on the field. Karsten did a good job maybe saving him a card there.
Okay, clock stopped, 3.5 minutes left in the first half, 1-0 Panthers, and we'll wait and see what the outcome of this injury is.
All right, Paglia stretching out what looks to be his right knee. He seems to be okay, and this will be a Bethel free kick here.
Okay, so it'll be a restart. 3 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first half. Bethel taking the free kick at the 40-yard line after the injury. Short touch, and the feed inside. Bethel still trying to get control with a squared up shot. Deflection goes to Scott Matthews, and he'll take the throw out to Kumar in the open field.
Scott Matthews.
Trying to send Karsten Lachelle to the corner.
A little miscommunication on the back line there for the Hawks. Lachelle keeps it in. He still has it.
He's working.
Beautiful
Kept
ball.
it from going out the end line.
Boy, just got ahead on it. Belak was standing right there. Here's Dormish. He was going to let it rip. It's deflected. Palladino, it's deflected again. Bethel controls, going to just clear it away.
Couple of big wind-up kicks there rather than just nice, short, snappy ones, and kind of telegraphed a couple of chances.
Yeah, a little exaggerated, but Bethel did a nice job deflecting those shots. Here's Steen, touches over to Worthy. Worthy's going to take some of the room they're giving him. And miss hit sort of out of bounds, Bethel Park throw.
Bethel comes out of that. Mackey helps on the back line.
Very nice to possess that.
Karsten Lachelle coming across midfield.
Beautiful ball with the outside of his right foot. Belak played that off the Bethel defender.
Substitution, Matthew Haas coming in for the midfield.
Matt Haas now in for Upper St. Clair.
Phil Dormish tracks out for the last 2 minutes of the first half.
They're going to play it back. Ponolite here. Touches it way up in the air.
Big high feed.
Matt Haas stepping him in immediately on the field. Nice little crossover. Now he touches
Finds
Belak.
Belak.
Going against the grain. He's going to fire it.
Oh! Top right corner of the football goal post, not the soccer goal corner, but it had a target there.
Well, you talked about a minute or two ago about the big, long, exaggerated windup. Jimmy was kind of going to his right and just sort of poked at it and really got a good piece of that. It was bending in just a little high. Boy, great strike from Belak. Very dangerous.
1 minute.
3 heads helped that ball cross midfield from the goal.
1 minute remaining in the half. Nice dispossession from Lachelle.
Drops back to Hast. Ponolite looks for a feed. It's going to trickle in. Kumar's there. Can he make it before it goes across the end line? No.
Good try. Boy, Ponolite just strikes that ball so hard and so low to the ground.
And then a little dampness with this cool weather. It's going to skate right across this turf.
Palladino again with his head in the midfield. Here's Mackey. About 20 seconds left. Let's see if he goes direct here. Shea was trying to inward run there and played outside. That's actually going to probably take us to the end of the first half, it looks like.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to end the first half with the score. Upper St. Clair 1, Bethel Park nothing. We'll take a 10-minute break.
So the Panthers go into the locker room, 1-0 on a goal by Shea Kumar. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, Panthers ahead 1-0 on a goal by Shea Kumar early in the first half. Panthers playing good ball possession, and Bethel Park will get first touch going in. Paglia is back on the field after the injury. And we'll set the second half starting lineups for the Panthers as soon as we settle down here a little bit.
One thing you got to be concerned about as a Panther fan is just that early strike before everybody's settled in. You got to ease your way into the half. You have a 1-0 lead. Let's be smart and not get crazy.
Looking real quick, it looks like the same starting lineup from the first half.
Yeah, I believe
the
you're
announced
correct.
players, it's Scott Matthews in goal. Same four across the back, Mackey, Worthy, Steen, and Pawnelite. And in the midfield, Joe Rust, Joe Palladino. Outside wings, Phil Dormish, Ashay Kumar, who has the goal. And up front, we've got Karsten Lachelle and Jimmy Belak.
Seems like there's a big shortage of ball boys here, like 0. Which is sort of odd. It's taken forever when the ball's going out of play.
Midfield throw in by Mike Worthy. Bethel gains control. Ball goes back and forth across midfield. Heavy play in the back. Looking for a call, but it was just, again, a slip, wasn't it?
It was one of those where you shield and then you see you're not going to get the ball, so you just kind of fall down.
Trying to make it look good.
I'm thankful the ref was not fooled. This ball's cleared long. Pawnelite with a beautiful settle from his chest to his foot. Plays to Lachelle. Carson tries to cross over middle. Uh-oh. Trouble here. Worthy on. Late, little late. Russ touches wide. Kumar. Good settle. Mike Worthy.
Mackey stepped up in the play, tracking back to his defensive position.
Now this is vintage Panthers, what we're seeing right now. Beautiful possession game, good control. Here's Karsten. That's a late challenge with the left from Karsten.
Free kick for Bethel Park.
Bethel with a little quick restart here.
Panthers
outside
still
back
looking
has some
for the
space
play here, yeah. Feed goes inside. Steen foot to foot with Rust.
Lachelle plays Palladino. Pawnelite looking long. Headed, no real pressure.
And that was kind of an inside-out play too. Belak was tracking out, and the ball was going in.
Yeah, I mean the Panthers. You don't want to be. I mean, you don't want to be conservative, but you also want to be hesitant unless you you have a good counter opportunity to commit too many numbers forward, especially against a counter-attacking long ball type team.
Well, and again, I think these teams know each other well enough, or know the style of play of the two coaches, that it looks like Coach Galley is starting to try to put that pressure up front hard, and hopefully we don't get too passive like you said earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line. It's absolutely a fine line. You don't want to stop attacking, but you don't want to get greedy. So here's a Panther throw. Looks like Pawnelite's going to come back to take it, and Alex will trigger in here. He's going to go forward with it now. Little indecision. It's headed down. Alex is going to step up. Dormish with his head. Now Palladino turning in the middle. Still has it. Bethel steps in, trying to counter. Pawnelite with his head. Here's Worthy.
Had to take it across the 18.
Steve Mackey.
Mackey track from behind. You can't hit the guys from behind. So, ball going to get reset right where Mackey went down. Quick start on the 25. Goes to Worthy. Inside to Rust. Palladino goes outside. Good ball possession. Moved to 30 yards up the field. Still good touches by the Panthers. Errant there. And cleared hard by Bethel Park Blackhawks.
Late challenge there.
And it looks like, again, they're not going to let this get chippy or ugly, I hope. That's
No, the
for
officials
sure,
are doing a good job of keeping it from getting that way. It sort of started getting that way at the end of the first half, but you can't have those type of late challenges. He completely got upended and almost flipped over on his back.
Alex Pawnelite on a free kick around 42 yards out.
Dangerous start here for the Panthers. We'll see again. Everybody charged up on the 18. Big feet over the top. Keeper comes up, doesn't get his good foot on.
It's loose.
Oh, Palladino goes up on a header. Called on a foul. He's going up for the ball.
Yeah, I thought the initial play when Belak kind of shielded the goalie may have been a foul. I did not think the one that was actually called was a foul, but the referee disagrees, and the Bethel will get a free kick here. One controls in the midfield here again.
Hiller's probably their most active forward.
Yeah, Hiller's been outstanding in the midfield. Again, it has not responded to any sort of tangible scoring opportunities, but he's had dangerous control.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Now they're going to wait now.
Yeah. Drops it for the throw.
Yeah, they haven't had too many opportunities this deep, so they're going to take their time here, maybe go with a long throw, it looks like.
6 minutes into the second half, Panthers up 1-0.
He did. That's a good long throw. Palladino again with his head. Hiller
going
over.
Left foot, splits the defense. Matthews has a chance to see it all the way.
Goal stopped by Scott Matthews. And that 50-50.
Again, good defense.
The winning ticket number is 558084.
That was probably
that lucky ticket. Report to the press box.
That was probably the Hawks' best scoring opportunity so far. Their most direct shot on goal, which is really a tribute to how good the Panther defense has been today.
Well, and that defense is pushing out to about the 18, so those shots you're getting a chance to react to them as they come through, even if they are shielded.
Well, you one-shot some distance and from a sharp angle, and you saw both of those things there. Worthy couldn't quite keep it in. Here is the Blackhawks. Going to go long and direct again. Straight up in the air.
Kumar goes up on a challenge. Out of bounds off his head.
Panthers got to do a better job here of getting the ball down to their feet and getting possession back in the midfield here. Hiller again trying to cross over. Belak on him. Now they touch all the way back to Paglia at the sweeper spot. And a good switch of fields here.
Yeah, from up high, you can start seeing that field shrink in half right now at this point with Bethel gaining control of the ball. And when they push into the 30-yard line, they're getting good chances.
Now they go all the way back to the goalie here and touches back. Belak going to play chase. Almost went across the line. It did. I thought so. I thought it was out of bounds. It was tough to tell.
Big break for the Panthers to, again, turn the ball around. Unforced error, will take that for a turnover.
And a Panther is down. I think it's Carson Lachelle. Carson's been involved in some nasty collisions today.
Will Sullivan strips the pants off, goes in for the substitution.
Will Sullivan coming in for Carson Lachelle. Your 50-50 ticket. The winning number is 558084. If you have that lucky ticket, report to the press box.
Boy, nice hard direct throw from Alex, and that's going to get him deeper into Hawk territory here.
Now he's going to attack.
Sullivan back to Ponolite. Nice little touch, can't quite stand for Dormish.
Palladino to Ponlight's chest. Fed inside. Panthers looking to control up front. Sullivan comes out of there.
Nice play by Will.
Kumar can cross it. Checks back. Goes left-footed into Belak. Has an open shot. Palladino takes. Goes wide left.
Boy, pretty good strike.
Palladino's try is high.
Couple good things happened there. Will Sullivan came in, and he was 1-on-2 against two Bethel defenders. Sneaked it with the outside of his right foot to Kumar, and then a beautiful little cross. Belak touched back. Palladino with a good strike just wide.
Sean Pulaski comes in as substitute for Rashay Kumar on the outside wing of mid.
And this is our first Sean Pulaski sighting today. He has great speed.
Bethel comes across midfield. Palladino disrupts it. Cleaned up from the back.
Joe did a great job there. Two hard tackles and a dispossession. Ponolite is dispossessed. A rare occurrence. Hiller middle. Russ does a nice job bumping him off. Palladino finishes, and Dormish touches forward. Phil will control. Nice little clever move, Belak.
Yeah, that was good recovery by Phil. Because
green BMW wagon that's blocking a car. That wagon, that green BMW wagon, needs to be removed immediately.
Okay, on that foul by Stephen Mackey, ball comes out of the 40 from the defensive side for Bethel. big feet over the top, but Pawn Light's out there by himself and recovers the ball. Quick movement of the ball is going to, again, make these guys chase.
Yeah,
Late
Panthers,
hits
they're
again.
Exactly, playing their possession game. That's what they do best. Belak to Pulaski. Nice little header. He wins it. Cut in middle.
Works inside. Dormish has to track back. Palladino forces Bethel back.
They do keep it in. Ponalite touches. Here's Phil again. To the middle. Sullivan touches back. Palladino, good switch. Fields. Mackey has a lot of room here. He's going to rip one.
Stephen Mackey takes it from the 30-yard line, sends it wide right, and it'll be a goal kick for Bethel Park.
We're just over 10 minutes into the second half. Panthers holding on to a 1-0 lead here. I'm sure the time feels like it's going very, very slowly for the Panthers and very, very quickly for the Hawks.
Pulaski
nice
turns
job.
it
Good
around.
turn.
Yep. Hiller tries to feed through. Worthy steps up.
Steen, good calm touch back to Matthews, who touches forward. Scott did a good job playing that one. Hiller touches back.
Big long feed. Matthews tracks out, goes back to his goal line, and it goes out of bounds across the end line.
The ball just seems to find Hiller in the midfield. It's kind of like Joe Palladino for the Panthers. You know, those good midfielders, the ball just seems to find them because they know positioning and,
And they're active.
That's what they say about Sidney Crosby in hockey. The puck just seems to find him, and that's that's a high compliment to give somebody. But those two are really doing a nice job controlling the midfield tonight.
Matthews will take his kick from the 6. Hiller again over the top. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be St. Clair throwing it about the 40-yard line.
Yep, good aggression, harmless though. Panthers will, looks like Ponalite will throw it back in. He's going to try to go long to Sullivan down the wing. Will couldn't quite keep it in. Now they could have called a Panthers. He must have played it off the Bethel player. And yes, no? No, he's going to say come
Pull
back.
him back. They'll exchange the ball. Alex will take the throw. Drops into Palladino. Hiller again comes over from the back, but does
Bill,
make the
nice
play.
win. Oh, he's got Pulaski running. Ball. Unfortunately, when the righty kicks it, sometimes that ball curls into the goal. That's what you saw there. Pulaski couldn't quite get there. Good idea from Phil Dormish, though. Really creative.
On the far side, Bethel sends it up. Big push from back, but again, controlled by Alex from Ponalite going forward.
That's that low center of gravity Alex has. He's so strong. Pulaski touching wide. Here's Ponalite. He's going to look for Will Sullivan.
It's hanging up there.
Look at Will go. Boy, can he fly.
Gets in front.
You just
Again.
can't sleep on him. Boy, that's great effort from Sullivan.
Belak steps in, sends the ball out of bounds. It'll be a Bethel throw.
It didn't result in anything this time, but that type of effort from Sullivan's exactly how cheap goals happen.
Again, big stance in the back. Mike Worthy covers for Mackey. Ball goes
And it's
out of bounds. Come on. This is definitely card time just for, again,
Here's the thing. It was unnecessary. It did hit off Worthy, but then it hit back off the Bethel player.
It was an obvious call. I mean, as far as exchange of the ball going, and then he had exaggerated. Lost composure, got a yellow card at just under 27 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to something you said in the first half. The longer the Panthers keep this lead, you're gonna start to see this team lose their poise. That was something Coach Haas said, and you're starting to see it now. Completely unnecessary, and it was a completely trivial play. It isn't like a big free kick was being given up. It was a throw-in around midfield. It's as innocuous as a play as you can think of. Bethel coach is continuing. I don't see what the argument is there. Even if it is a bad call on a throw-in at midfield, it's not worth getting a card, and it certainly isn't worth continuing this sort of protest about.
Stephen Mackey takes the throw.
Nice
Inside.
effort. Sullivan again.
Deflection by Sullivan, gets to Belak. Takes the shot.
And another late challenge. These are frustration fouls. again, it's that poise factor we talked about. That's not even arguable. That's just not very smart.
For St. Clair, we'll have a free kick.
We'll take that all day long,
35
though.
yards out.
On the 25-yard line on the football field, right between the hash marks. We'll see if Ponlight or David Steen takes his shot. They're looking straight to goal. Played it off the wall.
Boy, it was really well struck, too. It's touched back in from Russ. Vilak's on.
I think both of them were looking at angles to see what was uncovered.
Vilak still has it. Oh, he touches middle.
Sullivan was there. Dormish will track it down.
Will went down hard in the box there. Phil's going to try to center. He still has it. Oh, it touches it over him. Bethel, he gets help that time. Hawks have some room here.
Nice up the field play by Bethel Park. Didn't go out of bounds. They kept possession. They sent it upfield.
Good play by Steen and Ponolite to stop the counterattack until they can get numbers back. Bethel subbing anyway.
Pablo Bevian back in for Bethel Park.
So 15 minutes into the second half, 25 minutes left to play. Panthers holding on to a 1-0 lead on a goal by Shea Kumar.
There's Mackey climbing the air ladder and get it. Nice check back. That's that back pressure we talked about. Jimmy doing a great job. Now he's dispossessed. Dave Steen coming up from his back midfield or back defensive spot. Good stuff from Steen.
Clip on the ankle, and Sullivan comes out with that ball.
Worthy continues
Worthy
forward.
goes hard.
He looked like he was
Tough
just
call.
playing
They
the
were both
ball,
going
to be
up for the
honest.
challenge.
The thing that frustrates you about that is actually the aggressor who was playing the ball got penalized, and the guy who was just standing there gets rewarded. But there are a lot of 50-50 balls. This is a tough game to officiate.
Bagley
I'm
on
not
a
gonna,
short feed. All that space,
that's
they
a
took
waste.
advantage of it. Joe Rush closed the distance, but got it out of bounds.
You could tell Joe was worried about playing the ball off the guy who was running at him there.
Number 9 back in for Bethel.
Problem with giving that much space was they gained about 30 yards.
Yeah.
Grunts right in on the play, shouldered down by Palladino. Ball goes out of bounds, and Panthers will take the kick at their 6.
And it's going to be another card, it looks like.
Yeah. This is second descent call against number 7. Did he card him? Yep. 2 soft yellows equal a red here. Let's see if it comes out. There it is. Second soft yellow on descent.
Now, do they play a man down on a soft red?
He subbed for him already. Let's do a head count here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 up front. No.
Yeah, you don't play a man down on a soft red. Although that does, I don't know if you miss a game if they win. I'm not sure if you miss a game on a soft red. It's irrelevant. If the Panthers can hold this lead,
one
it
and
won't
out
matter.
doesn't matter at this point. Yeah.
Boy, you couldn't have called it any better in terms of maintaining your poise the longer the Panthers hold this lead.
And again, clock stopped just under 24 minutes. 1-0 Panthers holding on to a Shea Kumar goal as their lead. Nice to see it's on the white shirts instead of the black shirts here.
Absolutely. So we'll wait for the referees to
Sort their
situation there.
positions out and get this ball back in play.
Make it 3-2, and 20 seconds later, Norwood scored. So it's all tied up going into overtime.
3-3, Mount Lebanon and Norwood in the other
Short kick to the
semifinal.
30.
Sounds like a real exciting game.
Palladino gathers it in, looks for Dormish on the outside. Shielded but played right on the end line. Ball was out of bounds. And Bethel Park will take the throw. Dormish on the challenge.
I thought it was a doubleheader, but it's going to be a Bethel throw.
It almost looked like Dormish was even shielded and didn't get a touch.
Yeah. Good step up there.
Palladino
that's Jimmy
disrupted, or I'm sorry, Belak, you're right.
Oh, Will snuck through there. Beautiful little footwork from Will Sullivan.
Pagley comes to clear the back. Hiller, soft touch out of bounds off of Palladino. Throw in at the 40-yard line for Bethel Park Blackhawks.
Ponolite just strong through there to win that ball, and it's going to go out again. This is fine, though. Disrupting their counterattack and their direct approach is exactly what you want. The Panthers are doing a great job, a superlative job, actually, of clogging up the midfield. Rust way up in the air. And again, Palladino, he's looking for Sullivan up top here. Will heads at middle. Here's Jimmy. Touch. Oh, geez.
Belak hit, down. Substitutes coming through. We had 4 guys waiting on the sideline. Jonathan Walsh, Ben Walker, Carson Lachelle, and Shea Kumar waiting for a substitution. They took Belak out hard on that play.
That was really late, and
clock stopped with 22 minutes left, and they're going to have to substitute for Belak.
That's a really late challenge. I'm surprised that actually wasn't a card, but the place might have rioted if it was.
You hope that this is going to stop, but it doesn't seem like it's going to.
Now we got a bunch of Panther subs here. Looks like Benny Walker, Shea Kumar, and is that Jonathan Walsh checking in, number 18?
Yep. So we can set it up. Matthews in goal. Same 4 on the back line. Ponelight's going to take the kick.
Rush steps over it. It's Ponelight.
Looked for the left corner, went a little bit wide. And it'll be a goal kick from the back at 22 minutes left in the first half. Or second half. Sorry. Goal kicks keep getting shorter and shorter. We're tracking in. Palladino taken down hard. No call. Possession. Panthers.
Worthy got to look it in. This is what you got to be worried about, this quick counter. Michael does a good
Worthy
job
has
shielding
good
back. Good
position, yep. Sends it up and out of bounds long. Bethel's going to try to gain about 10 yards on this play, at least 15.
That should be way back.
Yeah, it should be all the way back to the 40-yard line. No call by the referee.
And that's flicked forward. I think that will be a goal kick.
Corner off the Panthers.
Uh-oh, now they're calling a corner.
That was a 40-yard position for the throw that they threw in about the 20-yard on the football field, and ends up being a corner kick for Bethel.
What's funny is you have all these irrelevant penalties called that aren't a big deal, and there's a lot of protesting, and it's something like that that actually makes a tangible difference in soccer goes completely unnoticed.
Hiller takes the corner, headed out by Ponelight.
Alex did a good job, and he did what he was supposed to. The unfortunate part is Scotty was right there behind him.
There wasn't
to
any
catch
kind
it
of
cleanly.
pressure from Bethel down low.
No, that kick was too deep, even though it was well struck. That one's a little longer. Benny Walker heads it out. Nice job by John Walsh to run through it. Welcome to the game, big. Jonathan Walsh. Here he goes.
Speed and legs help. He's still working his way through. Walker, same, fresh
now
legs.
Now that's a good tackle right on the ball. They're going to try to go long ball. Worthy goes up, can't quite get there. Mackey heads it straight up in the air.
We don't want to give him space down here low.
Shea, nice job to step in, and Palladino clears it out of danger. Walsh can't quite keep it up. Here's Bethel's attacking again. Here's Gretz. They got some pressure. Walsh again, good job dispossessing him.
Nice play by Walker. Yeah.
He's looking for support. Now he just drops back.
Tried for contain. Walker stepped in. Lachelle active. Sends the ball forward. Is going to go all the way to the keeper.
No problem there.
Just crossed 20 minutes left in the second half. 1-0 Panthers still holding on.
Here's Hiller.
Hiller stepping
forward.
Across. Mackey stepped up. Play goes out of bounds. Played by Worthy off the defender, off the forward coming down in, and it'll be a throw in by the Panthers. Worthy goes up to Palladino. Joe Palladino sends it up forward. Bethel's going to be content just to send this ball forward, try to make some plays down low. throw in Bethel Park, pushing everybody up.
Yeah, Bethel's really committing numbers forward. Panthers have got to get possession and got to look to counter. This is what we talked about not getting too conservative and sitting back. We've got to be willing to commit numbers forward when the opportunity presents itself. Good long throw by the Hawks.
Hiller still with his feet, controlling the ball, sends it back in. Pawn Light, shorter player, ball bounced out. Matthews off his line.
Benny Walker, good job there.
Just to clear it out of a hot kitchen.
Very nice, Alex Pawnelite just staying with it. It's played back in. It'll be a Panther goal kick. I'll tell you what, Benny Walker shielded his man and just played it with the outside of his foot out of danger because that ball was sitting in there for a really dangerously long time. So Phil Dormish, the senior captain, will check back in the game. Joe Palladino getting a much-needed break here.
In the second half, Bethel Park's generated a lot more chances down low. But
Absolutely.
Again,
I mean, some of it's strategic. When you have a 1-0 lead, your strategy changes. But at the same time, you can't just let them keep coming or eventually they'll get one. Rust has it. Rust touches wide. Let's see if Ashay can get going here. Trying to cross over. Hiller's there again. Ashay wins it back.
Kumar saves it on the sidelines.
He's going to take off down the wing. Nice little touch.
Found Walsh. A little bit of a leg
Unfortunately,
tie
hit off
up,
John
yeah.
on the last touch. Ashay did some really nice work up the wing there, though.
Mackey steps up, takes Hiller down. Again, the foul on the defensive, on the offensive side of the field when they're making that break, not too tough to take at the 40-yard line.
No, that's okay. That's in the professional foul category where you're trying to stop a counterattack. That is not a bad foul.
Big send across the 25, headed the forward by Phil Dormish, but cleaned up by Mike Worthy in the back.
Nice little touch, Lachelle.
Walsh comes through the middle. Outside of Kumar, open man, open up the back end here.
Beautiful.
Looks for Walsh.
Walsh shields.
Oh.
He turns middle. Oh, Carson fanned on it.
Karsten Fan. It almost looked like if Walsh could have taken a full 360 turn, he had an open net to shoot at, but he didn't get all the way around.
I don't know if
about
Karsten
270.
knew how much time he had there. I think he had time to settle it. It's loose here.
Mackey working hard.
Wow.
Dangerous set play coming from the 35-yard line. 1-0 Panthers leading. 16 minutes left in the second half.
Take the free kick around 44 yards out.
See where Hiller's going to go with this hook.
It's a
Right
nice
in the
pitch
center
coming
between
in.
the hash
It's
marks,
loose.
headed down, deflected, and Matthews gets in position.
Scotty, very strong positioning. Saw that ball all the way.
Header is on goal. Stopped by Scott Matthews.
Good punt from Matthews. Ashay does a nice job getting a little flick on it. Walsh checks back. This will be a Bethel throw. Jonathan Walsh doing a really nice job here. He entered the game, giving him some energy. Worthy, and now Joe Rust straight up in the air. Gratz touches wide. Bethel looking to put it back into the box here. It looks like they're going to go long ball. They will. Steen, very nice. That's good communication from your goalie to your senior captain, backline guy. He said, mine, Steen, let it go. He sold it. And Scott Matthews controls. We've got 15 minutes left in this contest. The Panthers clinging to a 1-0 lead here.
Panther bench starting to get active with substitutes coming in. Belak comes off the bench. Mackey waiting to come in, and Eric Seach for the first time. Ball fed across. Keeper has to play with his feet. Continues to play across to the far sidelines. Walker steps up.
Good stuff from
Paglia
Benny
comes
Walker.
from the back, sends it out of bounds. He's
Looks like
down
Paglia
again.
is hurt again.
That was again trying to make the play on a bad ankle or whatever happened in the first half. Just exaggerated that play.
There's a lot of banged up players on both sides right now.
Yeah.
It's good to see Jimmy Belak checking back in the game here also. Jimmy was banged up earlier in a fairly vicious collision.
Okay, we'll set this up here now on the attack for the Panthers while Paglia is down. Matthews is still in goal on the back line of defense. Same four players, Pawnlight, Steen, Mackey, and Worthy hanging in there as the wall. Midfield now is Mark Mackey on the right side, Phil Dormish on, Benny Walker on the left. Joe Rust in the middle, Phil Dormish. And taking the throw will be Jimmy Belak with Eric Seach up front. I think we got everybody named.
Well, now we got two more. Just when you do that, we got two more subs coming in. We've got
Okay,
Joe Palladino
Bethel.
checking back in the game for Joe Rust, and Michael Hast, or excuse me, Matthew Hast, checking back in for Phil Dormish.
So fresh legs, height. We'll see what we can do here. Just under 15 minutes left, kind of the timing that Coach Snyder's been doing. Paglia's coming off for the second time in this game. Big throw, Belak looking
Panthers
for
obviously
targets.
hoping they can get one here, maybe get another goal, which obviously would change the complexion of things. They do go long. It's a nice throw from Belak. Palladino flicks it on. Oh, it's loose.
Cleared out. Pawnlight steps
beautiful.
nicely in. Still dances, tries to feather it into Seach. Still working. Came up from that defensive position, tried to left-foot it in, hook, and didn't make it all the way past the post.
I'll tell you what, it looked like Alex wanted to strike that on goal, and then at the last second he changed his mind and tried to get cute with it. He probably should have just let it rip. But that was some great stuff in the midfield from Alex. Just typical great night for him.
Ben Walker inside to Matthew Hast. Goes back to Stephen Mackey. Through Seach. Pawnlight goes out of bounds in midfield. Bethel Park will take the throw. Life coming from the student section on both sides, trying to exhort their counterparts
Nice
on the
flip
field.
by Jimmy. Here's Seach.
Going, driving. Nice slide, tries to get the ball in, doesn't get a shot off, and the keeper comes out.
I think Eric Seach was actually trying to poke it to the middle to Jimmy. The ball was rolling a little too fast ahead of him.
Headed back in, Belak will take control. Double teamed in the midfield, works hard, shouldered off, throws the shoulder in, tough. He was trying to protect the ball, but gets the call
Yeah, I
against
think
him.
Jimmy went a little bit direct to the man as opposed to going directly to the ball, and he got called for it. I still don't mind it. Again, it's on their side of the field.
Goes short across. Set play coming inside.
Steen
Steen
again,
heads it
up, it's
down.
loose. Oh, wait, Palladino with a beautiful work check. Oh, he slips, unfortunately.
Comes across the middle, headed down.
Nice strike by Worthy. Here's Seach. He's got some room.
He's got Belak. Can't get it on an angle to him. Has a defender track back, slip.
Oh, Gretz fell down. That was almost real dangerous.
Took a peek up, damn field, was backtracking, almost ended up disaster.
Steen's got a lot of time here. Plays wide. Ponalite. Palladino. Bethel checks back, repossesses here. They touch wide. It was a nice little ball. Now trying to touch middle. Dave Steen again plays it up.
Belak active, up high, shouldered again on the call.
Jimmy's got to be careful. His left arm is extending a little bit, and that's the only problem with what he just did there. He took a direct route to the ball that time. His left arm extended away from his body.
He tried to get space to make that left turn to go upfield, and it didn't work.
Now, there's a fine line between ducking your shoulder and then extending the left arm. You cannot do the latter.
Big drive going in.
It's up in the air.
Cleared out by Ben Walker. Shot goes in the net. Okay, at 11-17, Bethel Park on a set play from the 40-yard line. Ball serviced well into the box. And tie the score up. Bethel Park 1, St. Clair 1. Set play goals again, disaster.
Boy, that was a beautiful strike. That was just a beautiful strike. Ball carried way further than anybody thought it would. It was loose.
A lot of traffic, and it was on a straight line, straight to the front of the net.
What the Panthers got to do now is it's a completely different game. They've got to now gather themselves and be a little bit more aggressive. They've got to kind of change the field back.
Steen goes up hard. Matthew Hess works on the paint. Hiller comes out of the middle, goes all the way back to his defense. Steen sends it forward. Ball in midfield, helped out by Walsh. Handball by the Blackhawks.
Jimmy wanted an advantage called there, but it was a little after the handball. And frankly, if you're the Panthers, I think you want this free kick right here. Turnabout is fair play. Bethel just scored from just about this spot. A better angle, of course. This is straight on, which is a little tougher. But let's see what happens here. I think Ponolite's going to take it. Yeah, they're going to send Hast and Steen forward, two of their better guys in the air. See if they can't get the retaliation goal.
Lots of traffic, 10 minutes in.
It's loose.
Ball's loose. Oh, it's in!
And it's a goal!
It's an own goal. It was tracked back, and I don't think anybody really got a hand on the ball or a touch.
Well, somebody did get a hand on it initially, but that ball should have never crossed the line. Basically, the Bethel goalie just spilled it. See, nope. Nobody has any idea.
They still can't figure. If Joey Palladino gets the goal, it's because he was the closest guy to the goalkeeper pushing it back, because it changed direction on the keeper. He was flopped, and it went into the back of the net. We'll have to see that one on replay.
Yeah, I'll be perfectly honest. I didn't see who got the initial flick. I thought one of the Panthers touched it fairly in tight, but not close to when the ball went across the line. We'll have to ask the guys after the game, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter. Could be anybody. It counts on the scoreboard for Upper St. Clair. And that, my friends, is veteran leadership and a great answer from the Panthers. Great ball from Alex Ponolite, no less.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes in, Panthers go ahead, 2-1. We'll give the goal to Palladino like the call, but there was a lot of traffic in front of the net.
So just a minute later, the Panthers answer the Bethel goal with one of their own. 2-1 Panthers with inside of 10 minutes left, and this is a little too much for my heart to take.
Again, we started pressing the attack. We had some chances on the other side of the field and took the foul call to turn it around.
It's
Pressure up front, Belak.
Got to keep up the pressure. You can't get complacent now here.
Ball fed through. Steen's going to play it up. A lot of balls going forward. Oh, Belak was
Jimmy,
on the
that's
run.
A smart play by Jimmy, though. That's a chance worth taking. Here's Hiller again. You got to get numbers on him. Good little curling ball. This will not be kept in bounds by the Hawks. Here's where not having very many ball points does give you an advantage. Of course, the Panthers are going to sub at every opportunity now to kill the clock, which not one of my favorite tactics, but to be honest, who wouldn't do it at this point?
Kumar comes in for Mark Mackey.
So Ponolite will trigger it back in here. Phil's running onto it.
Headed into traffic. Ponolite comes out of there and sends the ball forward.
And you want to keep it in play, but that is the smart play at this point. You know, with 8.5 left, you do want to try to counterattack when you can, but you also want to play the ball to space anytime it gets deep in your territory. This is not the time to get cute and fool around.
No, we just want to be on their side of the field as much as we can. No fouls down low. That's another key element to this.
No, absolutely. You do not want any fouls on your side of the 50-yard line at this point. I mean, it's been an inordinate number of goals scored on the Panthers this year on set pieces. They've given up very few goals in just the flow of play. So that goes to tell you it is, I'm sure Coach Schneider is telling him no fouls in your end.
Ball headed up out of bounds off of Bethel Park, and the Panthers will gain about 10 yards on that throw.
And they'll get 15, 20 seconds off the clock. Every throw-in is great at this point. Again, the lack of ball boys is going to get frustrating to people here when you're behind it. I mean, there's a little 15, 20 seconds every time. Now it's loose on the field. That was a nice little turning play by Bethel. Ponolite checking back. That's just great effort from Alex. Dave Steen touches back. Scott Matthews. Good, solid contact with the ball. Ball sails nicely. Jimmy Belak runs onto it, touches back. Still has it.
Steps around the defender.
Dispossessed, but right to Ponolite. Cute little he couldn't keep it in bounds. He tried to just kind of lift it with the top of his foot over to Phil. Couldn't quite get it to him. Out of bounds. Bethel Park throw-in.
Clock the advantage of the Panthers. Winding down 7 minutes left in the second half. 2-1 Panthers on goals by Ponolite and Kumar. Palladino steps through.
Oh, good work
Nice
from Joe. He wins it
touch.
back. Good idea. He was trying to play a little through ball to Belak. He didn't get there, but that's exactly what the Panthers want to do with numbers creeping forward.
Worthy sends the ball up front. Kumar on the sidelines. Little touch. Mackey comes
Good
up
aggressive
hard.
tackle. Good work from Steve Mackey. Anything you can do to disrupt their flow
Slow it
is
down.
exactly what you want to do at this point.
Going long, Kumar sends inside, finds Lachelle. Palladino behind Belak, but again, play it in the other end.
Absolutely.
Long throw, cross field. Dormish trying to put pressure up. Pawn light, back to Dormish.
Panthers going to try to play their possession game if they can. That's another way to kill time. Dormish, Pawnalite, nice little step through the middle. Alex still has it. He's going to take this space. Touches to Jimmy.
Comes
now
through
back to him.
traffic.
Oh, great stuff from Alex. Relentless right now.
Big hustle because you don't want to change the transition game and give them a help out.
Carson did a nice job of saving that ball and taking some time off there, playing it deep in Bethel territory.
5 minutes and winding, 2-1 Panthers.
Belak wins it back. Good job from Jimmy. Phil's poking at it. They're going to call Dormish on a foul here. It will be a Bethel free kick here.
All the Panthers track back behind the ball. And it'll be a free kick from the defensive side, 40-yard line for Bethel Park. Low.
Not as well struck that time. Good aggressive play by Kumar. Can't quite control it, though. Good crossover from Bethel.
Ball
Can they
up.
keep it in? I thought it was out, but it was not. Nice play by Mackey. Palladino. So poised is Joe Palladino. Beautiful little turn. Good poise from Worthy now. Mackey playing up the wing now. He should have just probably gone direct with that.
Kumar was a target out of bounds even though too, so.
Nicholas Lewis now in for Bethel Park, number 19.
It's triggered back in now here. Joe Russ, nice job with his head. Hiller running onto it. Worthy. See what Jimmy can do with it here. He heads it wide. Ashe overruns it a bit.
Belak helps. Out of bounds right at the Bethel Park Blackhawks bench. Again, gain of about 10 yards on the throw.
It's down and it's loose. Nice job by Mike Worthy. Heads up. Got to get a guy out on this man.
Ball sent back in. Worthy again makes a play.
Uh-oh, it's up in the air here. This is dangerous. Oh, look at Alex run.
Pawn light hard. Gets taken out of bounds. No call.
But it's a throw. It's a
in.
throw. That's good.
Throw in for Bethel Park.
Thorson, their long throwing man, is going to go take it. This is Ryan Thorson. He's going back to the far lane of the track.
Into traffic, headed up.
Nice job by
Lachelle comes
Lachelle.
out.
Yeah, it's a good call. Very
called.
late challenge.
And the clock heads towards 3 minutes left
Carson,
in the second half.
Carson Lachelle has been a warrior tonight. Look at him. He's just beat up in every capacity you can be beat up. He's still winning 50-50 balls.
And he's coming from the front all the way to the back to help out. So
That's a good, strong strike. I think that was Mikey Worthy.
pressure up front. Ooh. Belak on the bump.
Shea can't quite control it there. Uh-oh, it squeaks through off of Palladino. They're trying to do a little counter here.
Mackey's one-on-one.
Uh-oh, good crossover move. Touch in middle. Nice stuff from Michael
standing
Worthy.
tall.
2.5 minutes left. 2-1 Panthers.
Blackhawks taking the throw. Everybody tracking up. 9 guys up inside the 20-yard line.
Good long throw. It's flicked middle. Lachelle
Inside.
again.
Got it clear.
Palladino, good contact there.
Clear
Not
to the
quite out.
50
Ooh,
works. No
that spills it a
control.
bit.
Yep.
Tries to backheel. That's not a good idea.
Here we
Here's
go.
Dormish.
2-on-2.
See if he looks for Belak. He has Jimmy, and Jimmy's onside.
Inside.
Jimmy still has it. He's getting. Oh,
Oh
no!
my goodness. He was battling for the ball with a shoulder on shoulder and then gets stood up in the middle and gets the call against.
It's hard to underestimate how bad that call was. Not to be insulting to anybody, but wow.
A lot of times you see a different player take a dive on that first bump.
Nice head by Ponalite. Here's Rust calling it. He heads it down. Palladino's the first man there, and a very nice ball because look how far it is deep in Bethel territory.
Coming Bethel's way. Joey Palladino tried to implore that it was a touch on the way out.
Again, they get 10 yards on that throw. Whoa!
The top foul better be against Bethel.
But that's not very smart because we can take about as much time as we want here to set that up. That's a little bit of a panic right there.
Alex is taking his time to get up for sure.
Exactly.
A
You
minute
shake
left.
off your old aches and pains here.
Minute left, winding. Panthers ahead 2-1. Play in the other end for this last minute.
Good strong strike. Can he flick it to Shea?
Yes,
He does. Shea
Kumar's
does it.
wide open. Belak going to net.
That's a goal kick. That's all right.
Goal kick, Bethel Park.
Too many balls on the field. We got to stall this out. 40 seconds and winding. 2-1 Panthers.
Kretz hits it.
Want to play the ball forward. Both teams looking to go each other's way.
Straight
One
up
in
the
a
air.
defensive mode, one in an offensive mode.
Boy, Steen hits it way up in the air and out of bounds, which is exactly what you want there.
Dave Gray throws it in
Coach
quick.
Gray taking his time. Trying to
Little
flick it on.
Mackey over his head.
Oh, he kept it in bounds. Very nice.
16 seconds. Kumar.
Oh, you've got to be kidding
my
me.
goodness.
10 seconds. 9.
Stand there,
8,
delay the call. Make him give you 10.
5, 4, 3.
Matthews
2.
grabs it. He stopped the clock. This referee's going to put time back on because Kumar didn't give him space.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's going to put time back on the clock and give him
man.
time to take this.
This is going to be a free kick. Last chance, Blackhawks.
I'll tell you right now, if there is more than about 5 or 6 seconds put back on this clock, this is an absolute travesty. There is no way they could have settled that ball in time to get a
Now
good
this
scoring
gives them a
opportunity.
chance to put all 11 up front. The keeper's coming out of the net.
Yeah, this actually gives them time to set up a set piece, which is just absurd at this point. That's not good.
2-1 Panthers. 5 seconds put back on the clock. The call was not a good call, and then to put time back on to give them a second chance is
Yeah,
like
I mean
bad
they
news.
get to have an organized set piece at the end. With all the controversy of the officiating tonight, this is plain and simple the worst call of the match right now. And if they happen to get an equalizer on this, this will be one of the most controversial and disputed endings maybe in the history of WPIAL soccer. Even the Bethel goalie is up.
Well, and again, this delay gave him a full chance to come up here. That goalkeeper wasn't moving from his net.
No, the point is they now get time to set up, attack, even with a goalie forward. It's absurd that they're allowing this to happen.
Our coaching staff's looking to the press box where the other referees are watching as observers. And again, oh, man, they're still asking for more time, Coach Galley, on his sidelines
Oh, I mean, their coach ought to be thanking the officials right now with gifts.
to get the opportunity.
I mean, that ball rolled out of bounds, and the whistle was blown with about 8.5 seconds left, and the ball was rolling out of bounds. But there is no way you can get the ball set up in that time and get something organized.
Again, if they took the free kick and did it quickly and put it in the net, nobody would be even discussing anything about this. Don't even talk about 50 seconds that they're putting up here. So. No, I think they're still having trouble with the clock.
Well, they're having trouble with the clock. They
resetting.
had 0.5 of a second on there. Now here we go. It's 5 full seconds.
Big set play. Taken from about the 35-yard line on the football field. Big in-swinger. Everybody's up front. Everybody's back.
This is unbelievable.
Strike
Way
is
up in the
there.
air.
3 seconds.
Taking
2
his
seconds.
time, and
one,
ladies and
clear
gentlemen,
out.
the Upper
And
St. Clair Panthers are going to the WPIAL Finals.
2-1 goals by Shea Kumar and Joe Palladino. Panthers take it home. We'll play Saturday.
Woo!
Take on Mount Lebanon.